Hello, and welcome to the show about fun facts and a little bit of science. Today, we are talking about the Toyota GR Yaris. And this isn't a car channel, so why the random video about this car? Well, this Yaris is unlike any other. For one, it looks like this, and as compared to the normal Yaris, which looks like this. It makes 268 horsepower and 266 pound-foot of torque. The Yaris only has a 1.6-liter 3-cylinder engine. I mean, good lord, the Toyota Supra makes 255 horsepower, and that's a 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder. So this tiny hatchback is running on 3 cylinders? I mean, that's really got to rile up the V8 guys. They talk smack about 4 cylinders, and now Toyota's just removing even more cylinders. The infamous Smart for 2 also has a 3-cylinder, and it makes a massive 89 horsepower. But in all fairness, that's not the turbo engine. They do make one though, and well, that baby puts out an asphalt-shattering 102 horsepower. Oh. And those numbers only go down depending on what source or model you're looking at. I don't know why it's so hard to get straightforward information on those, but let's just say it's not even close to the Toyota Yaris, which is why we are even here today. In fact, the 268 horsepower 1.6-liter turbocharged engine of the Yaris is the most powerful production 3-cylinder in the world. And that's pretty cool. And it gets even cooler from there. It all started with the world of dirt-covered roads. Rally racing. Exactly what one would think of when seeing the Yaris, right? When manufacturers enter the World Rally Championship, they sometimes build street versions of these rally cars. That's how we get things like the Subaru WRX. It helps return on their investment. It's all based on this word you'll hear a lot in rally racing, homologation. This is the type of approval process through which a vehicle is required to go for certification to race in a given league or series. This tends to change every few years in racing, and thanks to 2020's global pandemic, Toyota wasn't able to race their all-new Yaris. And of course, 2021 changed the rules, so this incredible hot hatch never got to compete. If you're enjoying this episode, be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know what you would like to see in a future episode down in the comments. GR, which stands for Gazzo Racing, is a division of Toyota responsible for all the fun, sporty stuff we will be getting over the next few years. The two-door GR Yaris sits on top of a unique platform. The front half uses the normal Yaris structure, but the rear comes from the CHR. This allows for the extra wide rear stance and space for a drive shaft to the rear wheels. What? A drive shaft to the rear? In a hatch? In a Yaris? That's right. It comes with all-wheel drive, and the most perfect part of this car is that it comes in a 6-speed manual transmission. And that's the only option, as it should be. With all that power in your hands, you also get to decide on 3 different ways to put down the power. Normal, which puts 60% of the power to the front wheels. Sport shoves 70% of the power to the rear wheels. And Track, where you end up with a 50-50 front and rear. By default, you get open differentials front and back. But if you upgrade to the Circuit Pack, well, you get Torsen limited slip differentials along with 18-inch BBS wheels and tuned-up suspension. For those of you that can heel and toe your downshifts, they kept the pedals close for convenience and even added a little piece to the underside of the brake pedal, so you don't end up putting your foot under it instead of on it. For everyone else that can't heel and toe, they include the IMT button that electronically assists you to rev match when you downshift, which is great because you really shouldn't be slowing down in neutral and just leaving it all on your brakes. It's called engine braking. This Yaris is so different from the Yaris we all know that the only parts retained on both models are the headlights, taillights, side mirrors, and the antenna on the roof. Well, and some interior bits. You also get a carbon roof that saves weight, which is wrapped in fake carbon, but there's real carbon under it? Okay, the door skins, hood, and hatch are made from aluminum to save even more weight, resulting in a car that weighs just over 2,800 pounds and reaches 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 5.5 seconds. Wait, why is 0 to 62 not 0 to 60? Because it's not available in the US, and this is a conversion from kilometers, so 0 to 100 kilometers. Those of us in the US that are interested in the GR Yaris just have to be sad and watch videos about them instead. Or we can wait for the GR Corolla. Yes, the once highly sought after drift machine turned sad mom car, the Corolla is getting a GR option as a hatchback as well. While it won't have the carbon roof or lightened body panels, it will have two more doors than the Yaris and the same powerhouse 3-cylinder. But this time, it's going to be pushing 296 horsepower. What on earth is happening? The technology behind this engine is truly unreal. Imagine the power they could get with just one extra cylinder. Then they wouldn't have had to borrow stuff from BMW for the Supra. Can we please get a 4 or 6-cylinder Toyota engine with this technology and a manual transmission in the Supra? Thank you. As always, thanks for watching, and what did you learn today?